So dear students, I would like to invite you for my second class, in fact, for this topic, SPSS, right? So today I'm gonna take a class regarding data analysis with SPSS, right? So as I told you, you know something about the SPSS already, and you were given an assignment, right, where you were told to enter a specific data named real estate data, right? In that data, I think you found already many variables. So mostly, if I ask you like what are the types of the variables, so mostly you will find one dependent variable, right? And the dependent variable is selling price. Why this is dependent variable? Because I told you the variable which is gonna be estimated, right? Which is gonna be estimated. That means if your intention is to estimate a variable, right? Or is to predict a particular variable, or is to project a particular variable, that particular variable is called the dependent variable, right? So in that data, selling price, as far as I remember, selling price is our dependent variable, and the other all the other variables are there is nothing but the independent variables, like size of the flat, right? Number of bedrooms, whether there is an attached garage or not, is there any swimming pool or not. So could you please tell me, anybody or anyone, what is the name of the variable like swimming pool or attached garage? If you cannot tell me, just say, sir, we don't know. Tell me, give me the answer or something like that.
Qualitative data.
This is qualitative, but another type. Binary.
Binary, yes, sir.
Exactly, because there are two categories over there. One is success, another is failure, or yes or no category. So binary outcomes in computer, these two binary number are used in the computer mechanism as well. Anyway, so you were given an assignment also. So I am gonna share my screen. Okay, so this is the assignment. In fact, you were told to, like, for this particular SPSS, this is a part of a SPSS assignment. So the today's class will be based on this assignment. So can you see the slide or the assignment, right? So today, maybe, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So today,
Yes, sir.
we will try to solve our first question, right? So in this first question, there are in fact many questions, like 1 up to 5. So let's try to have some solution about these 5 questions, right? So what is the first task? When you will do this assignment, you have to do this like this. First, enter the real estate data. I think you already entered the real estate data in SPSS. Then select a sample of size n is equal to last 2 digits of your Begum Rohta University ID card and answer the exercises. So could you please tell me, anybody, what is meant here? What is the main job we have to perform here? Just tell me. Don't understand. Okay, now take a look over how many data are here. Could you please tell me, anybody, what is the, how many data are here? What?
105. 105.
105. Okay, if you go abroad, try to say like this, 105, not 105. Okay, you can say 105 maybe, but I think in abroad or in like other countries, they used to tell like this 105, right? Okay, like what is the year right now? Year 2000?
2021.
Exactly. This is the smartest answer, like 2021, 2019, 2018, right? So like my birthday is 1989, right? And like in 2021, I'll be graduated from Begum Rohta University, something like that. Anyway, so if I ask you what is the sample now, I am gonna speak statistically, right? What is the sample size here? Sample size
105.
Exactly, 105. That means sample is related with something. It can be related with the individual. You can collect your data, okay? Suppose from a population. You can also collect sample from the population. So population is the totality of anything. The totality of anything. So if I ask you what is population, you can answer like this, sir. The totality of anything is called population. That means if I ask you what is the total number of trees in Rangpur division, mango trees, jackfruit trees, right? This can be also population. So don't think that only human could be population, not like that, okay? In statistics, right? For your analysis purpose, for the research purpose, okay? If you consider the totality of anything, that could be like identified as a population. But if you want to take a part, if you want to take only a part of that particular population, that will be called the sample. So some people say like this, a portion, right, or representative part is called sample. Okay, suppose I told you, or I'm gonna tell you, select 50 students from statistics department of Begum Rohia University, right? So you are asked to select from where? You are asked to select from statistics department Begum Rohia University. But unfortunately or mistakenly, what you did, you took sample from economics department, right? So do you think this is a representative sample?
No.
Because it does not really represent your department. So the one of the criteria of sample is that the sample must be representative. That means it must represent the population. The population, right? The total population. You understand what I mean? If you don't understand, I can continue with two topics, sample and population. If you understand it, I can just, what should I say? I can just stop these topics right now.
So we understand. Skip it.
Okay. So what is the sample size now?
50.
50.
Sorry, 105.
1, not 0, 0. Try to select 0. 105, right? So 105, or maybe you can be more correct comparing my pronunciation, right? So try to take a look in Google Translate, okay? Or maybe in the British accent or American accent, you will have some like different flavor of pronunciation. So you can just try by yourself, okay? So 105. So in statistics, sometimes it's very difficult to consider the whole population, right? Suppose I ask you, hey, Mr. Seer and Mrs. Seer, try to collect all the information of all people in Bangladesh. Is it ever possible? Do you think? It's not possible. Because why it's not possible? Because first, the time. Like you cannot cover your census. This is called the census. When we take all the population, and the process of taking all the population is called the census. That means complete enumeration. If you can enumerate or count the whole population of Bangladesh, this could be the example of census. But if you just select, suppose only Rangpur division, so it could be like sample. And of course, Rangpur is representative part of Bangladesh because this is a part of Bangladesh, right? Like the division represents the Bangladesh as well. Okay, so anyway, this is the sample and census or complete enumeration or complete count. The synonym of census, you can say complete enumeration, complete count, right? Or in other vice versa, or in opposite terms, sample is totally different with the census, right? Actually, this is sampling. Sampling is a process of taking sample from the census or from the total population. You understand? Anyway, I'm not going to tell about these things in laboratory anyway. So in statistics, taking sample is more easier. Like we need to take sample rather than taking population. Because why? Because it saves our time, right? It saves money. It it saves like accuracy also. Like if you count the whole population, that the chance of being in the correctness is a question there. Okay, it's very difficult to be 100% correct. But if you take the sample, maybe the accuracy could be better, or the time and like money could be saved, right? In some other. Anyway, this is a research purpose. You can define your objective based on your research purpose, right? Anyway, so in your assignment, what I told you, first enter the real estate data in SPSS, then select a sample of size, and this lowercase, this is called the lowercase, this is not called the smaller case. Okay, normally you people tell, hey, this is a small letter, this is not a small letter. Better you can say this is a lowercase, and the uppercase should be population, and the lowercase can be like sample. So what is the sample size here? You are asked to calculate now.
Last two digit of your ID, that is
Oh,
04.
okay. So how many samples are here already? 105. So Anika, what is your ID? Last two digits of your ID?
06, sir.
06. Oh my God. Tell me any other ID. This is very simple. This is very short.
04.
Hey,
The 11.
21.
21. Who is 21?
Khokon Islam.
Okay. So we're gonna select, suppose 21 is our sample size. So my question is, how can I take sample size from here? How? Do you know the process of taking sample size? So there are many methods you can select the sample size. Do you know one method? This is called the conventional method, lottery method. Lottery. Suppose you have 105 observations, then you can select 21 easily with the lottery method. Do you think it's possible? What?
We
Answer me.
don't know, sir.
You don't know. You never heard about this sampling process. You should know. Lottery is like you heard it in your childhood.
Lottery is a common word to us, but in SPSS we don't know. SPSS is totally new thing to everyone of
Anyway,
us.
so that's why I am gonna know. Like I want to know. This is easy for you or difficult? It is very difficult. Suppose you have 10,000 people and you are asked to select 10,000 from 100. Like you are asked to select only 100 people from 10,000, and you are asked to do this task using lottery method. It will take a lot of time, right? So you need a list. You need a list of 10,000 people first. Then you have to use the lottery. Then using the lottery, you have to select ultimately 50 people, right? This is a very time. What should I say? Like it takes a lot of time. Anyway, so conventional lottery method will give you maybe good result, but it will take a lot of time, right? But the same thing we can do using the software. That's why we're using Excel, we're using SPSS, we're using R, Python, right? These things made our life very easy, like within a minute or within a second. Using a simple code or programming, we can have the solution. So this is the beauty of programming, or this is the beauty of software, or this is the beauty of statistics, you know. Anyway, so what is the question then? Tell me what I have to do now.
We have to choose 21 people.
Exactly, not people. We have to select 21 data from here. This is not the data from the people. This is, or you can say selling. You cannot say anything because there are many variables here. But I told you to select total data. That means 21 data will contain all the information. Okay, and it must be randomly. You cannot select. So could you please tell me which one is better? If I select 1 to 21,
no.
This is better. Or
No.
if I select last 21, this is better. Or if I select randomly 21, this is better.
Randomly, yes.
Exactly.
Randomly 21.
Exactly. Why? Do you know any? Do you know any idea? Do you have any idea? Why? try to answer statistically. You already know one course, basic statistics or principles
If
of
there
statistics.
any
Exactly.
sequence of this data, like result, um, if result is getting serially, then স্যার ইংলিশে সমস্যা হচ্ছে স্যার আমি ইংলিশ
Yeah, tell me in Bangla.
স্যার যদি রেজাল্টটা সিরিয়ালি দেওয়া থাকে তাহলে হয় যদি লোয়ার থেকে হায়ার দেওয়া থাকে
Exactly.
জেড টু এ তাহলে প্রথম থেকে শুধু খারাপ রেজাল্ট গুলাই আমরা নিব যদি
Exactly.
উপর থেকে নিচে হয় তাহলে খুবই ঝামেলা হবে সেজন্য
Exactly.
র্যান্ডম
So we will have a lot of problems if you want to calculate the mean, especially arithmetic mean, right? Even the median, even the mode, right? Everything is gonna be very difficult if you want to use a not simple pattern of sampling, right? But rather we can use a simple random sampling. This is called what kind of sampling we are going to do now? Simple random sampling. Simple random sampling. So the process is called totally random. The process depends on totally randomness. So that's why this selection criteria or selection techniques and the whole process is called simple random
Sampling.
sampling. So now we will do the magic, right? So you have to go to the data. You have to go to the data. Then you have to select cases. You have to select what is cases? Data, you have to select cases, right? Now tell me what condition I will apply here.
Random sample of cases.
I think this is, you don't know?
random sample of
cases.
Okay, data. I take a look again. Anyway, select cases, okay? Then maybe random sample of cases. Then click on the sample. Then would you please guess what I'm gonna write here? What? Tell me quickly. Try to use your
21 cases
21.
which one? First one or this one? Where I have to click? First here or here?
Exactly.
না approximately এটা
Approximately.
yes sir
What I have to write here?
21.
21%.
21.
21%. Are you sure? You have already have the assignment. Try to take a look in your assignment.
no
What
no
was
21%
what? But yes.
5.1% maybe
Anyway, don't try to be more complex, okay? When you have a normal solution, why you have to go to the complex solution? Okay, now I am giving you a solution.
sir
So
the
exactly
population by
okay,
sample.
exactly 21, right? From
105.
105
so why you don't have a simple basic? This is a simple basic. Anyway, so continue. Now you can do two things. You can do two things. Either you can do three things, no problem in the output. Filter out unselected cases. I think you already know these things. Filter out. This is a very simple thing. What you have to filter out? Unselected cases. So what are the unselected cases? Do you know? What you have already selected? This is called the
data view
no. Yeah, except 21. That means you don't know really what are the unselected cases, but we know
84.
exactly something like that. But you don't know particular which values. But 84, that is correct. You can do this one. You can do this one also. Okay. Copy selected cases to a new data set. Do you understand the meaning? You can tell me Bangla. In Bangla also. Tell me quickly. If you don't understand, tell me, sir, I don't understand. Or third option, delete unselected pages. What? What are you doing here? You are selecting 21 pages, right? Huh?
It's a copy.
Okay, anyway, these three options will give you the same result, but in different way. How? In the first things, both data will be there, selected and unselected. You understand? The data will be remain same, but you will get the filtered 21 pages. Okay, let's try this one. You see? You see or not?
Yes.
You understand? That means if they filter out 21 pages and the remaining 84 is unfiltered. You understand?
Yes,
You
sir.
understand or not? You see?
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes,
then we
sir.
try the second option. Select pages, right? Copy selected pages to new data set. That means suppose our data set is real estate data, right? It's 21 pages, right? Okay, now click. You see what is? Hey, please mute your microphone and answer me. Why it happens here? Why the error occur here?
The name
The
of
underscore?
this
Underscore.
What is your name?
So Fahima.
Fahima. Good. That means the way I wrote the variable name is not correct, or the data set name is not correct. What we could do, we can use the underscore, maybe dot, right? We can use some special characteristics. Now is it okay?
no,
So
sir.
21 and case.
Exactly. Fahima is a good correction. Okay. You see the magic? You see the magic? What?
Yes, sir.
Hey, please mute your microphone. I heard someone sound like somebody is talking near you. Please mute your microphone. So I deleted my previous data. You see the magic? So now our data size is 21. Why? Because we took sample size 21 from 105 pages or 105 pages. You understand?
Rubita,
please.
mute your microphone.
Yeah, you can do it also. Honorable Seer. You can just take, oh, I can make you co-host, right?
Yes, sir.
So why you don't tell me, sir? Please make us co-host. Rather, you are telling me, hey, sir, please record, right? So where is whom I can do like co-host, or who want to be co-host? Just tell me quickly. I cannot find the name. Oh my God, Raka maybe, right? I can find the Raka. Why you like take my time? Anybody? Maybe Dalia. You should tell me. I cannot find Anika or the males here. Anyways, take a lot of time. Anyway, let's go. Okay. So you can Haima also. I do. Okay. So now I go my screen again. Anyway, so what I did, you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
So you understood, right? So you have another comment. You see another comment. Anyway, let me try one thing by myself then. $25 pages, right? 105. Okay. So now, previously what we did manually. We did manually, and this is called the programming. You see the programming? You see the programming or not? You see the programming, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
this is
sir.
called syntax. This is called syntax.
Index.
You see syntax one. Syntax one. So maybe I'm recording or not?
Recording, sir.
So maybe in our next classes, okay, we will talk about the syntax. The same thing you can do using syntax, right? Only one command, only one or two or three sentences. You understand? So it will be more easy. So programming is good than the manual thing. What I told you? What I told you? What?
Programming is good than the manual thing.
Anyway, right now, because you are very new, right? You are very new in like analyzing, so that's why I'm doing using the manual calculation, right? But in our future class, maybe in some classes, we will try to do our task or problem using syntax programming.